Hello, everyone. Happy Saturday. How are your weekends doing today? How is your weekend? Anything planned? Anything fun you guys are planning to do? Nothing much here. We just finished with our baseball game and I have a lot of time to chill. So I decided to hop on in here and live so I can go live with you guys in my profile. So I can share some golden nuggets with you and some tips in terms of fitness and weight loss and stuff. If you are here live with me, watching this video live with me, just drop in hashtag live squad so I know if you're watching live or if you are watching on a replay as well, just drop the word hashtag replay. Well, I like to keep these things short, so I'm gonna jump straight into the topic for today. Today, I just want to talk about what is the best type of exercise for fat loss, since that is my niche. I do help women achieve their weight loss goals, and it's most likely so they want to usually lose the weight and they want to tone up and stuff. So I want to share with you the best exercise you can do if you want to make sure that you are losing fat and that you are shredding fat instead of just water weight or whatever, right? So we want to make sure we're being efficient with our exercise program and we're using the right stuff, we're doing the right things, so we're not wasting our time trying different stuff, right? So, anyway, so okay, usually, what am I getting at? Hold on one second. So, something is wrong with this, with my internet connection. I'm not sure if I'm connected. If you guys can hear me, just let me know. So I know my mic is working. Okay. So, okay. Anyway, so let's start this training. Whatever. It doesn't matter. I'll check if this video is working later. So let me ask you this question. Are you busy? Are you always busy? I bet you are. Every time I ask someone, how are you guys doing? Their answer is always busy. Are you stressed? Probably. There's too much going on in our lives. And then, do you get enough sleep? Do you not have enough time? Do you have enough time during the day to do exercises and stuff? If I want you to answer these questions that I just asked right now, and really, these are the number that like the top struggles that I hear from a lot of women when I ask them what are their struggles when it comes to losing weight and when it comes to trying to exercise and stuff. And it's either they're busy, they're super stressed, and they don't have energy, but they didn't get enough sleep, and they don't have time. So those are typically the reasons or sometimes excuses even. I mean, they can be legit. I agree with that, but sometimes they're excuses. So let me know if any of those, if you can relate to any of those struggles. Let me know which ones you can relate most in the comment below. And the answer to all of these barriers so you can make sure that you're getting in the exercise and that you're working towards your fitness goals is, and this one solution that I'm going to share with you is going to solve all of those barriers that I mentioned earlier. Okay, so are you ready? Type in the comments below if you're ready to hear what I'm about to say and the solution that I'm going to share with you guys. Okay, and the answer to that, are you ready, is weight training. Okay, weight training should be the core of your exercise regimen. Okay, why, you ask? Because weight training is the answer to toning up. If you want to tone up, when I ask women what their fitness goals are, usually they want to tone up. Okay, and then the answer to that is weight training, because weights give you the muscles that will give you that toned up look. Okay, don't worry, ladies, you're not gonna get bulky. Okay, there's no way. I don't know if that's still something that you guys believe in, but I hope that myth has been debunked for a lot of you guys. And if you haven't heard of it yet, that's what I'm here to tell you. You're not going to get bulky no matter how much heavy you lift. Okay, so don't worry about that. Weight will be the answer to toning up. Okay, also when you weight training, you're going to build some muscles, like I mentioned earlier, and the more muscle you have, the quicker your metabolism. Sorry, I'm trying to talk too fast. The more muscle you have, the quicker your metabolism will work for you. Okay, and then the more muscles you have, you're going to be burning more calories. You're going to lose more fat. So for each pound of muscle you gain, you're going to burn 30 to 50 more calories per day. Okay, keep that in mind. And that's why weights is the answer. Okay, it's the third thing, the third advantage or benefit for lifting weight is also it's going to increase your bone density, which reduces the risk of fractures and broken bones. And as we get older, bone density decreases. So if you want to like prevent that or prolong that from happening, weightlifting is your answer. Okay, and you might ask, okay, weightlifting. Oh no, I don't have any more battery. Weightlifting um, might be a good idea. You might ask, what about cardio? Okay, and my answer to that, you can still do cardio for sure, but just not too much. Okay, because long duration or excessive cardio, especially high intensity cardio, if you do it all the time, every single day for a long period of time, it will just burn your hard earned muscles. And like what I mentioned earlier, we need muscles. Okay, we don't want to burn muscles, we want to make sure that we're burning fat. Okay, and the next question that you might have is, how much cardio should you do? So my answer to that is, it really depends on the person usually, and or actually it's a fact, it depends on the person, on your goal, what you're trying to achieve, and your lifestyle. Okay, you can always start small and work your way up. The general rule of thumb, if you don't know where to start, I'm going to give you something to work with. So a cardio regimen could look like this. Okay, when you're a beginner, you just start with walking 7 to 10,000 steps daily, and that's enough. That's enough cardio if you're just starting. Okay, and it's always baby steps. Okay, keep that in mind, so you don't tie yourself up, and you don't um what is this, you don't get tired of doing this. Okay, and then after that, start with 7 to 10k steps daily, and do that for maybe a week or a couple of weeks. And then when you kind of when you see that your results are not coming in, or it's kind of too slow, or it stopped, or it plateaued for some reason, you can add on 10 minutes of moderate intensity 3 times a week, right? And then after that, same routine, do it for a week or a couple of weeks, and then see what happens. Then you can, gradually start increasing the length of your cardio, maybe from 10 minutes to 15 minutes. Stay with moderate intensity 3 times a week, okay, with the same frequency. And then after that, same idea, keep that same idea. If you want to keep increasing slowly, you can always increase the length per day or the frequency per week. So you can go from 3 times a week to 4 times a week, and so on and so forth. So we get it, the idea, right? So you start small and work your way up depending on your progress. Okay, so basically, increase duration or frequency per week, like what I said, to progress towards your weight loss. If you're not seeing the needle move, wait and make sure you're consistent with your routine before you change things up. And then, if you really don't see anything, and you're honest with yourself, and you've really been consistent for like a week or a month, then that's when you incorporate changes and start making changes in your routine. Okay, so going back to the weights, I hope that's clear. So if I'm making any sense, if I'm clear, let me know. Just type clear in the comments below, and so I know that I'm clarifying things here. Okay, so going back to the weights, now I know that I understand how intimidating weights can be, especially if you're a beginner and if you don't know how to do them. And the gym can be a scary place. Trust me. If it's your first time, you might think that everyone's looking at you and judging you, especially those that are veterans and have been there working out. But don't think about that too much. Okay, don't think about yourself too much and what others are thinking. Just try to zone out and focus on your workouts. A lot of people that go to the gym most likely are just thinking about themselves, of how they look like, and their own workouts. Okay, they're going to be too busy to be paying attention to you. So if I were you, just put your headphones on and then just crush your workouts. Okay. And I know it can be scary, it can be intimidating, but as long as you have a program and a plan in place, that's also another important thing. Okay, if you go in the gym with a plan laid out, then you shouldn't have anything to worry about. Just follow your routine and your plan, then it shouldn't be that intimidating. Okay, come in with a plan. Okay, just like in my Fit and Fab coaching program. So I do one on one coaching, like what I mentioned earlier, with women to help them lose weight. And in my program, I give them the plan and the guide, so that I can guide my clients throughout the journey. They know what to do. They just check off the list. They don't go in there clueless and trying like with a chicken with their heads cut off. No, they go there with a plan, and it's something, an exercise routine that's effective and that's time effective. So they go in, they do their routine, their workouts, and then they get out, and then they get results. Okay. And if you feel like you can't seem to strike your luck on your own, and you're probably needing help, or you think you do need help with your overall health, nutrition, and fitness and weight loss journey, just let me know. Say, type in the weights, type in the word weights below, so I know you need some help, and we can connect and do something about it. Maybe create a game plan for you, and see how we can direct you to your weight loss goals. Okay. And that's it for now. I hope you guys got something out of this short little training I'm doing here on my page. And I'll see you guys on the next live. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Bye.